Hey, okay, well I thought I would do another Transformers review today, and here we have Studio Series Bumblebee movie Brawn, and I have to say, I love this little guy. He's fun, which is certainly one of the most important qualities he can possess. This is obviously his vehicle mode, and has his gun on top here, and this kind of spinny drill bit type of arrangement at the front here, though you can take that off and put it on the gun like this, which I prefer. Gives him a kind of a Gears of War look. At least that's what it feels like to me. It reminds me of the chainsaw bayonet idea. And you can even take it off and put it in the barrel of the gun if you want, so it's like some kind of fireable drill bit projectile type thing, which is kind of cool. Now then, elephant in the room, and I'll take the gun off to display this. As you can see, the back end of the vehicle mode does look a lot like a toilet with his head in it, no less. But even so, somehow this little guy works. I'm not quite sure how, but he does. And I know it's technically a bit of visible head syndrome here, but again, it works for whatever reason. As for what this mode actually is, I think he's a kind of a Cybertronian pickup with a gun on top, a bit like what they call a technical. They have them in places where there are militias. It's just like a Toyota or a whatever, with a load of guys and a gun in the back, basically riding around. So I think that's kind of what he is, a little bit. It doesn't strike me as being an official military vehicle. At least that's what I take from it. It rolls nicely, as you can see, and there's something about him, both in this mode and in the robot mode, which I'll get onto in a minute, which reminds me of Doom, the video game. And I think, if I can just take the gun off again, it's the windshield at the front here. It kind of resembles the helmet of Doom Guy in the latest reboot they've done of Doom, so that's kind of what it reminds me of a little bit. Now, there is one tiny complaint that I have about this figure, and that is the gun storage. Now, obviously the gun is on top, but this peg here that it rests on is either slightly too short or slightly the wrong width, but the gun keeps coming off like a bastard. At least on mine. I don't know if it does on anybody else's, or everybody else's. I don't know. I have tried putting some clear nail varnish on it, which may have actually made it worse, but I'm loath to fuck about with it anymore, really, to be honest. But we'll see. I mean, it might I might be able to do something with it, I don't know yet. Okay, so we've got the top view with the gun on, front, sides, the back, and the bottom view. It's all good. So that is pretty much, see, fucking gun. That is pretty much what you get out of this mode. So onto transformation. Okay, so first of all you want to turn him upside down like that, which makes getting the legs unpegged a little bit easier. So what you want to do is you want to get in there and pull the legs out like that. 1, 2. Now they tab on with these tiny little yellow tabs here. I'm a little bit paranoid that they might become a weak point and snap off at some stage, but they haven't shown any sign of doing so yet, so maybe I don't need to worry about that. Let's put this away, and then you get kind of like a piece of grating at the front, which kind of looks cool, I think. Right, so I'm going to straighten the legs out like that and like that, and then we bring the bottom half of the leg down like that, clip it in, bottom half down, clip it in, fold out the feet, 1, 2, and then turn them around so that he can stand up like that. Okay, then when I unclip the arms, 1 and 2, and bring the wheels down, push the head through and fold the back down and click it into place. As you can see, you've got a nice, and in my mind quite unusual head sculpt, but a good representation of the character in the film. Then you want to turn him around like that at the waist, sort the arms out, and there is Studio Series Brawn from the Bumblebee movie. I'll just put the drill back on top of his gun like that, and he can hold it in either hand. But there he is with his weapon, with the drill on top. Again, you can put it in the barrel of the gun like a firing drill projectile, pew pew, pew pew, etc. It'll go in either hand, but I'll just put it in his right for now. And again, the weapon can clip onto the back on that peg, but you can set your watch by the idea that it's going to come off. So it is what it is. I mean, it's not perfect, which is alright, I guess. Articulation, you got the head, move side to side. No up and down in this case, but that's okay. It would kind of get in the way of this collar, which was the toilet seat part, but it kind of looks like an armoured collar now, which I think is quite cool. And again, it reminds me of Doom Guy a little bit somehow. The arms go that far out to the sides. You get a full 360 out of them, like that. Legs forward. There goes the fucking gun. Back to the side. You don't get much side, unfortunately, but you do get quite a decent amount of foot tilt for dynamic posing. What else do you get? I think that's about it really, but I mean and of course you get waist swivel, naturally, but that's mainly for the transformation rather than much else, really. A bit for posing, I guess, but mainly for the transformation. And yeah, so let's give him his gun back, because it doesn't stay on the peg at all. And there he is. He's just a stocky, fun little character, and I like him a great deal. Again, the only real drawback that I can see is this peg here. I know I've mentioned it a couple of times, the gun storage, but I can't really emphasize enough how much that annoys me, really. But it's only a minor, it is only a minor fault, and it's possible to live with it. So yeah, one note I would make is that I think the scene at the beginning of the Bumblebee movie where Cybertron falls, the fall of Cybertron, I think the scene is known as, is in my view the best the Transformers have looked in any live action film so far. And not least because you can tell one from another quite easily when they're all in a group, and the colours are nice and bright. And yeah, I think it's the best they've looked, and if anybody wants to flame the fuck out of me in the comments, please feel free. So yeah, that is Studio Series Bumblebee movie Brawn. And as always, please like, share, comment and subscribe, and I will speak to you soon, guys. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.